Right, 15 February 2025, and today I am happy to give you my update on this Saturday. And as usual, it's always going to be very exciting in moments like this. So today I want to take you through a quick update because I've been traveling, and I apologize to everyone who tried to get hold of me yesterday. I was on a long flight the whole day. So I was flying the whole day. And if you try to hold me or get hold of me before 11 p.m., you could not get hold of me. But I'm happy to say that everything went well. So in terms of the special, anyone who didn't get the special yesterday because they couldn't get hold of me, I'm extending the special to Monday. So Monday is the last day of the special because I know most of you didn't get hold of me. So WhatsApp me on this number only if you're in the UK and if you are probably in the United States of America. Those are the guys I want to WhatsApp me. The guys in South Africa, your special is over. So that special will never be repeated again. Now, let us go into the news. And the news is very, very interesting. There are two headlines that I'm going to be giving you today. And this is with regards to Mnangagwa. As you know, Mnangagwa is currently undergoing removal or is being removed by the military in Zimbabwe and the war veterans. So as I said to you yesterday, Mnangagwa is going to be out very, very soon. And the only question is, how is he going to go and who's going to replace him? So I've got more detail about what is going to happen. And this is authoritative. So this is an authoritative statement that I'm making here. And yesterday, Mnangagwa had a meeting in Addis Ababa with Sheikh Shakbut Nahyam Al Nahar. That is one of the royal family members of Dubai or UAE. So Mnangagwa has been invited to go to Dubai or to UAE. And the invitation was made during this meeting or after this meeting. So Mnangagwa is going to go to Dubai very soon. So after the process of the military is complete, Mnangagwa is going to travel to the UAE. This has been confirmed, and I'm going to put for you on some of our platforms the statement about Mnangagwa traveling to Dubai or UAE. And this meeting was a closed door meeting. So Mnangagwa had a closed door meeting with the royal family of UAE or Dubai. I'm sure that I'm making a mistake here about UAE and Dubai. I'm making a mistake, but it doesn't matter. You guys know what I'm talking about. Mnangagwa is going to go to Dubai, and this is part of the transition that is going to take place. And this has been confirmed. The invitation has been sent to Mnangagwa by the family, the royal family here in the UAE, for Mnangagwa to come over and live in Dubai. Mnangagwa's family is currently still in Zimbabwe, and they are going to move out of the country. You're going to see it, and it's going to happen within a short space of time. If this thing doesn't go down like this, if the military fails to take charge of the situation, the generals are going to be killed. And you can be sure that the generals will not allow themselves to be killed. So every single general that you know, that is from the top down, they are in this. And if they make a mistake and Mnangagwa recovers, they'll all be killed. They'll all be dismissed. Geza will be killed. Knox will be killed. Can you imagine Knox being killed? Do you guys know how brave Knox is? Knox is one hell of a brave guy. Knox Chiwenga, one of the most bravest guys right now. In fact, currently, Geza is under the military protection. The only person who is living in his house, according to my sources, is Knox. Knox has refused to go under military protection, and he is living in his house as we speak. And the military has warned police, they've warned intelligence not to arrest these guys. So we're well on the middle or inside the transition, but there are two problems that have arisen. And this is according to my sources. The problems that have arisen is, how do they do a transition that is going to be legal? And there are two approaches that have been taken. The first approach that is favored by the guys in the War Veterans Camp is the NTA. So the war veterans want an NTA, a National Transitional Authority, whilst the military guys want a situation where Mnangagwa is going to step down through a public demonstration and Chiwenga, as the person who's next in line, take over, similar to what happened in 2017. So the war veterans are saying, we don't want that, because that is what made Mnangagwa what he is like now. He did not go through an election, and he was pushed into a position, it did not work for it. So the war veterans want an NTA between now and 2028, leading to an election in 2028 in which Chiwenga is going to be president, a presidential candidate. And what they want is that NTA must be legal. And currently there's no legal instrument that will allow an NTA to come into place. So the military way, which is for someone to just go on the street, cause a demonstration, and Mnangagwa steps down, and then Chiwenga takes over. That is what most of these people want. But I understand that there are challenges in terms of both sides. There's no agreement at present on how to proceed. This is what is delaying everything. But everything is currently underway, which is Mnangagwa's removal is underway. Mnangagwa is not going to come back into office. You're going to see his removal within a short space of time. And I've said within a week. So the war veterans in charge of the political process and the military in charge of securing and underwriting that process, which is going to take place. However, the disagreement is on how to approach it. And the war veterans wanting one thing, with the military guys wanting one thing. Eventually, they will have to find someone who is able to make this thing legal. Because here the challenge is, how do you make the removal of Mnangagwa legal? That is where we are right now at the moment. But Mnangagwa has already been invited by the royal family in the UAE yesterday. They've said to him, as soon as the situation permits, he must come to Dubai. So you're going to see Mnangagwa moving over there. And I'm sure that the military guys will allow him to go with dignity. Chiwenga will allow him to go with dignity. If Mnangagwa was to lose power and be in Zimbabwe, it will be fabulous. Mnangagwa, vanhu vachamudambura kuita kapisi, or mincemeat. That would be Mnangagwa mincemeat. If he stays in Zimbabwe, Mnangagwa won't be able to live in Zimbabwe. He won't be like Mugabe. And Mnangagwa is not a statesman. He has done so many things. So Mnangagwa and people like Wicknell, they will live. People like Potungwarara here, they won't have a place in Zimbabwe. You're going to see that Potungwarara and people like Mnangagwa are going to go very, very quickly. And everything is going to develop and happen with speed. The things that I'm talking about here are going to happen very quickly. As you know, currently, Kembo Mohadi, the acting president of Zimbabwe, but not able to move, walking around with his oxygen tank. That is Kembo. So I think that is covered. Currently, we have two approaches: the war veterans approach and the military approach. And then we've got Mnangagwa going into exile in Dubai. He has already been officially invited in yesterday's closed door meeting with the royal family of Dubai. So that is where it is. Now let's quickly go into some news. I need to rest, guys. I was spent the whole day on a flight yesterday, and I don't even know how I do it. I think it's the Uve. You know, the Uve can give you energy for days. So yesterday we had Valentine's Day, And I'm so happy to say most of you have bought your packet of Mve. Please, if you didn't buy, you know that you have until Monday to place your order. If you're in the UK, you can place your order and I'll supply you with 2 packets for 1. So only for UK, 2 packets for 1 in USA. The rest of the guys, the special is over. And on Monday, it ends for everybody. President Hakainde Hichilema, you can see President Hakainde Hichilema and his wife there, Mutinda. They are celebrating Valentine's Day. We also celebrating Valentine's Day. President Duma Boko and his wife are celebrating Valentine's Day in blue. And then President, this is the most viewed tweet of President Barack Obama with Michelle Obama at 70 million views. Amazing stuff. And at the same time, President Hakainde Hichilema meeting the Prime Minister of Ethiopia. So you can see that President Hakainde Hichilema had a meeting there while celebrating Valentine's Day. He's doing very, very well. President Hakainde Hichilema, so respected all over Africa. One of the best presidents I've ever seen. And then the Vice President of Zambia. Did you guys know that the Vice President of Zambia is a female? And she's called Mutale Nulumango. Mutale Nulumango. So she is celebrating and getting flowers from her husband. Do you see how these guys look alike? The two, like the husband and wife. It's like by osmosis, they're now looking exactly alike. Then the president of the DRC, Felix Tshisekedi, was celebrating Valentine's Day with his wife while the rebels were taking Bukavu. So the rebels have taken the city of Bukavu and it's getting bad. Yesterday, he blamed the former president of the DRC, Joseph Kabila, of being behind the takeover, which is taking place right now. So he has moved from blaming Rwanda. Now he's blaming Joseph Kabila as the person behind the M23 rebels. The M23 rebels are making serious advances. Yesterday, they totally took over, and it's shocking what is happening over there. Now, let me see if there is something else I need to show you here. Let's look at Prophet Advocate Joshua. Prophet Advocate Joshua, one of my favorite prophets. And you can see Kuti, Prophet Advocate Joshua was also celebrating with Advocate Mukudze Moyo. So Advocate Mukudze Moyo is the wife of Prophet Advocate Joshua. Anopisa Advocate. Anopisa Semoto. And then obviously we have the situation with the bus accident in Bedbridge here. This accident, 25 people died here. And do you guys know that those ambulances that Mnangagwa said is got, they were air ambulances, did not show up. People were carried in ambulances by road 200 kilometers, and some of them died on the way. Mnangagwa, Anonyeba, hakuna kana one air ambulance in Zimbabwe, and they can't drive them. That is one of the biggest problems. There's no pilot who can pilot those ambulances. Then obviously Geza, the popular war veteran, has been photographed. You can go and check it out online. I don't know who this guy is that is with, but Geza was photographed yesterday. I do not know what happened with the court case, and I'll let you guys know. Remember, Geza was supposed to appear in court yesterday. I do not know what happened. But let's look at the newspapers very, very quickly. I don't think the newspapers have published. The guys in the media industry in Zimbabwe are getting lazier and lazier. I do not know why they're getting this lazy. We want people who are hardworking, but they are not. So let's look at the Herald newspaper, if it is published. If it is published, I will give you guys the news. Herald Zimbabwe. Herald Zimbabwe. Let's see. Herald. Not right. Herald Zimbabwe is published. So I'm going to take you through the Herald newspaper. So let's quickly look at what they're saying here in the Herald newspaper. And Zimbabwe newspaper is doing quite well. The quality is very high compared to South Africa even. But their business model is poor. So the business model is the problem, but the actual quality of the newspaper is okay. So let's go to Herald Zimbabwe. I am going to share with you my screen so that you can see what I am showing here. So let's sort out the sound and put you here, Herald Zimbabwe. So here is Herald Zimbabwe, and it's showing you Mnangagwa in Addis Ababa attending what is called the domestic health financing in Addis Ababa. So this was a meeting held with President of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, President of Kenya, Ruto, is that Ruto? And the President of Barbados over here, and I don't know the other guy on the right. So this is after the meeting with the Dubai royal family. You're not going to see the picture here because these are currently negotiations taking place behind the scenes. And then obviously there's a lot of other things here, but there is something missing here, which I wanted you guys to know. So that is the Johani Masowe Wechishanu. There's been a ruling on the Johani Masowe Wechishanu. The family have been allowed to rebury their father. They've been given the right to rebury their father, the two sons, but the judge has stopped short and he has not given the order to exhume the body. So that is going to happen if Johani Masowe Wechishanu, the reburial is now given to the family, the right, but they've not allowed the family to exhume, or they've not given the family the right to exhume the body. And then let me quickly look and see if there's anything of interest here. The Zimbabwe Electoral Commission is holding by-elections on the 8th of March at Chegutu East and at Norton. So I'll put that by-election for you. It makes no sense right now. And you can see, let me share again here so that you can see what I'm talking about. The Johani Masowe Wechishanu here. So that is the Johani Masowe Wechishanu story. So Johani Masowe remains to be exhumed. Masedza is known by the Legion of Apostolic sect members as Johani Masowe. And Peter Jack Masedza's children have been given the right to rebury their father's remains 50 years after his death, but they have not been allowed to actually exhume the body. So you can go check out that story in the Herald newspaper. And then obviously, there's a lot of other stories here, which I'm not going to read. A lot of stuff on Valentine, but on the weekend, the newspaper is quite thin. So it's very, very thin. And then let's go to Chronicle newspaper. And then I'm going to check out Chronicle Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe. So Chronicle newspaper is not published. And I'm going to stop sharing this here. Now, let me go to our projects. Guys, there is nothing worse than not having money, especially after you retire. If you're in the UK, if you're in the United States, what we're trying to do for you is so that when you go back home, you have an asset and you're able to generate income. Join our project, which is 1,000 people. So 1,000 people contributing $1,000 to make 1 million. We create the biggest campus in Harare and we build one of the most beautiful mixed-use communities, residential, office park, malls, and we have 1,000 units in it. Join this program and WhatsApp me on this number. Do not be that person that is left out. Don't be left out. Join us in the New Town project for Harare and make your payment. So the only thing left for you now is to pay. I'm not going to come to you and explain. You need to pay. Victoria Falls Homecoming, pay $1,000 and then $300 a month for 24 months. You have a tiny home. Do not keep on procrastinating. Pay your money and become part of something big. Do not become that person who, when you're old and you come home, you have nothing, you have to rent. Do something now, and the only way to do it is to do it with other people. Right, let me look at the comments very quickly. Geza. Someone says Geza has been arrested. Mkoma Beni, you said Geza has been arrested. Let's find out if that is true. Stop lies, please. Yes, stop lies, Mkoma Madaba. And Chiwenga cannot be president. Msoja Uyo. Okay, that's what you're saying. And your backstage is always the same, but wait, what's happening in Gambakwe? That is what we call a background. So that's my background. I'm not really here. Do you see? Do you think that is a real background, bruh? That is not true. And then what about the wealth that he acquired through corruption? Is he going to just go and enjoy with his family? No repercussions, nothing. Yeah. So whatever Mnangagwa is in Zimbabwe, he's going to lose. Wikno is going to lose everything that he has in Zimbabwe. Scott Sakwanya is going to lose everything. Zumatimu, Scotland, what? They are going to go broke. And Kudera Gure is going to lose everything that he has in Zimbabwe. However, these guys have got a lot of wealth outside. My understanding is that people like Wikno have bought a lot of properties in South Africa. And also, most of these guys have put their wealth in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, you only need to keep the code in your head. And most of them have got those assets. And they also have a lot of gold in Dubai. My understanding is that Mnangagwa has moved a lot of gold into Dubai. That is why the Dubai guys want him over there. Gambakwe siyana nema drugs aurukurova iwe. Yes, mkoma ngun zaishe. Siyanai nemubve. Siyanai nemubve. Kana usara mvura mubve. You don't understand why people have got so much energy. Kana mbebe wako akabatwa ni munhu anodya mubve musi weValentine's Day. Anochema searipa mariro. Anochema searipa mariro. And then GP Tactilo, people who are not from Matavele must forget about Victoria Falls. When province gets independence, we take those properties and give it to Kurawunti victims. All right, Nkoma GP Tactical, we are all going to move out of Victoria Falls and leave you to develop it. GP Tactical. Should we leave Victoria Falls? Are you going to be able to develop it? Right. I would like to thank all of you for really supporting me here. We have had some of the best views that we can ever get. In the past week, our videos have been averaging. In fact, this video that I do in the morning has been watched by at least 100,000 people a day. That is on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter. Now, my favorite person here, Mini Valoy. Let's go and look at Mini Valoy. Mini Valoy, I'm very disappointed because I was expecting her to show me some Valentine stuff from a shop, styled by Mini. But you can see she still hasn't published anything. Mini, what is happening? Dara, vakatenga flowers here. Kana kuti Dara anakutenga flowers. I want to see those flowers, Mini Valoy. Let's look at Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa has not done it or said anything in the past 3 days. I suspect that he's traveling, but it's just a suspicion. And I saw him with president former president of Mozambique. So now let's look at what he said yesterday. Study people. It is good to study books, but don't forget to study people. Learn people. That is here on Nelson Chamisa news channel, but it's not on Twitter. So I do not know what's happening. Let's see what Chamisa has said on Twitter, because I want to put a pattern here to see a pattern. Is there something that I'm missing? Okay, so it's not on Twitter, but it's there on Nelson Chamisa news channel. So you can see it here. If you go on Twitter, I don't see it. Maybe it's someone else, or he has pinned a tweet. Okay, let's see if he has pinned a tweet. Yes, Chamisa has pinned a tweet, and 16 hours ago, he has tweeted about it. Let's see what Job Scholar has said. National Democratic Working Group push for Mnangagwa's term exchange. So he's tweeting or rotating something here. That is Job Scholar. And who else is my favorite person? My favorite person, Benanzo Mondlane, has carried out one of the biggest rallies. So he just walks into Maputo yesterday, and the kids got beset for 5 hours. Roads were blocked for 5 hours when Venancio Mondlane arrived unexpectedly in Maputo. Guys, this man is amazing. That is Venancio Mondlane. I want to show you this because most of you will think I'm lying. You think I'm lying when I say the street was closed until night. So for the whole day, 5 hours, cars could not pass, and Venancio Mondlane had blocked the roads because of his popularity. This man is unbelievable. So let me show you Venancio Mondlane. You can see him there. So he just appears from nowhere, and people just go berserk because of Venancio Mondlane. This happened for 6 hours. Venancio Mondlane is crazy. Look at the 6 hours of blocking the roads in Maputo. That is Venancio Mondlane. VM7. I cannot believe Venancio Mondlane. So you can check him out on his Facebook page. And I love Venancio Mondlane. If he goes in the Mozambique government, I'm going to go over there and live in Maputo. Very nice beach. There is 24 kilometers of beachfront property. They've developed it, but because of all the things that have been happening in Mozambique, no one is over there to invest. I'll be definitely going over there to take it over. Right, let's see if there's any new comments before I go. Wellington says, why say he's lying? Tell us. Okay. Gambakwe Urunyeba and all that. Right, let's see what happens this week, one of the most important weeks. So as I said, let me recap. Mnangagwa has had a meeting with the royal family of Dubai, a closed door meeting yesterday. During this meeting, Mnangagwa was invited to come to Dubai. And my understanding is that Mnangagwa is going to go into exile in Dubai as soon as the process with the military is complete. So this is the meeting that took place here yesterday with the royal family of Dubai. And that is Sheikh Bout Naham Al Naha. So that is the meeting that took place in Ethiopia. And Mnangagwa is going to be going over there on exile as soon as there is agreement on how the transition is going to happen. So there are currently two approaches. The military want a street march in which Mnangagwa is going to be removed by popular revolt, resulting in Chiwenga taking over. The war veterans want an NTA and Chiwenga to become president in 2028. When the election happens, they want him to go through an election so that he's got legitimacy and he doesn't do what Mnangagwa did. So there are two approaches. Who is going to win? I suspect that the military is going to win, or there'll be a mixture of both. So something is going to happen. It seems Mnangagwa is afraid of our Gambakwe. Hope he won't harm you. Continue updating us. No one, Mnangagwa is done. He's not going to harm me. And very soon you're going to see me in Zimbabwe. I am going to be doing this broadcast from my office in Harare. And I'll be walking the streets of Harare very, very soon. Muchandiwona, Harare, First Street. And we're going to transform the skyline of Harare with our project, with our new town project. And I'm so excited. I would like to thank all of you. You should be arrested for lying. Noctula. Noctula. Nduda kukupa cup. WhatsApp me, Noctula. I want to give you this cup. So guys, what I'm going to do, if I stop moving, what I'm going to do, guys, is next month, from the 1st, we're going to do the Harare special. So starting with Noctula, we'll give you a cup. We're going to do a Harare special where anyone who buys a packet of Mve is going to get this cup. So you see that our special is finished now. This is the best cup ever for drinking water. And I'm giving you the best one. So look at how beautifully packed it is. So you remove the nice paper here. And what do you remain with? One of the best water cups for your wife. Your wife is going to appreciate you. Wapedza kumwa mve and mukadzi wako apedza kumwa mve munopisa semoto and you have one of the best cups. So starting the 1st of February, I'm going to be giving away this cup. The problem that I have is that the quality supply is not there. So like when I look for the quality supply, I don't get this quality. So I have to go and look for my suppliers like Kapam Dara. Kapam Dara got finished. So we are left with only 8 Kapam Dara. In South African guys, we've got almost 20 guys who need to get Kapam Dara, and they're going to get it starting next week. So when you make your next order, when it comes, we give you Kapam Dara. Your Kapam Dara is already here with us. Anyway, that is beside the point. And I would like to thank all of you for watching and for your support. Let's look at the United States Embassy in South Africa. I forgot to look at US Embassy, South Africa. What are they saying about the relocation to America? So US Embassy, South Africa, have they provided an update? My understanding is that today they were supposed to give an update. So there has been no update on that Africana relocation. I'll let you know as soon as it happens. And I want to know if all the Africana guys are going to do what I suggest, which is get out of here and go to America, one of the best countries in the world to live in. Right, I'd like to thank all of you for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon. Please pay for the homecoming project. I've given forms. Do not be left behind. And do not wait for anyone else. You do your payment. You've got the bank account numbers. If you don't have it, WhatsApp me. Harare Newtown project, 1 million, 1,000 people, $1,000. Make your payment. Do not wait for anyone else. Let's not be left out. And let's do very well in our own country. And it's going to happen. Mnangagwa is just about to leave. And when Mnangagwa leaves, there'll be a stampede to come into our country of Zimbabwe. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. And a good day.